Hey everybody, this is Tank and Trucker. See if I'm in the screen okay. So anyways, I just was getting rid of some of the extra modules that I had that I don't any longer need because of upgrading tanks and stuff. Anyways, I was looking at my vehicle count. I'm up to 402 vehicles in my garage officially right now. I believe I need, it might be like 12 more vehicles to have all of them in my garage. And then just as that happens, I'll guarantee that the new patch comes out with that new line of vehicles, which I've got enough experience as of right now. I've got 2.2 million to convert. I just got to convert it, which unfortunately is going to cost probably a couple $100. So anyways, we are going to do a review of the Skoda T-25. It's a tier 6 medium tank, and there's nothing really special about this tank except for it does have an auto loader for the gun. Sorry about this. I had to move around a little bit. Anyways, you get 3 shells in the chamber. It's 1.33 seconds between one shell loading. 8 seconds to load the whole gun, which that is definitely a nice thing with an autoloader. You don't have a 20-second load time like some of the autoloaders. Some of the smaller autoloader tanks, you still have, I don't know, 13, 16 seconds. So this is only 8 seconds to load the whole 3 shells. I wish you actually got an extra shell or two. Because of the fact that the damage it does on average is 110 with your standard and your AP rounds. Your HE rounds will do up to 175, but you only get 38 penetration, so I highly doubt you're even going to do, if you hit something for more than 30, 25, you're lucky. Unless you're just trying to blow their tracks off to get one of the missions done where you have to track somebody and the team has to do damage on it. But average damage is 1856 per minute. Now the match I had, it didn't go that long if I remember right. But I was pumping round after round after round, and I shoot nothing but premium rounds out of this. I do carry 3 HE just to reset cap. The thing that sucks though is, once you load that magazine, you got 3 HE rounds, and basically you're gonna have to pop those off just so you can get your APCR rounds loaded back in there. I don't carry any AP, just for the simple fact that even when this thing is top tier, 132 penetration still is not enough to penetrate some of the tier 6s. It's pretty pitiful. So I carry nothing but APCR premium rounds, and it bumps you up to 185 pen, which you will see that still in the replay. I was still bouncing a lot of rounds and on the sides and of stuff. So 185 can sometimes just not even do, be enough. But anyways, so let's go over it a little bit. And rate of fire is 17.7 rounds a minute, and show. Yeah, it just says 8 seconds to load the full magazine. You can work ridge lines on this thing. Very awesome. It's got 10 degrees of gun depression and 20 elevation, so you can definitely work ridge lines. And with this, you don't want to get hit. You have no armor. I mean, the turret and the hull both have 50, 35, 35, and it's just, you get hit by an HE round, it's going right through you, and it's going to just decimate you. Gun depression, we went over. Load, do aim time, 1.79 seconds for the aim time, which is really pretty good. It does zoom in on targets pretty darn quick. Dispersion is 0.36, which is doable. 730 hit points, so you don't have a lot of hit points at tier 6. A lot of your tier 6s don't have a lot of hit points anyways. You have a 500 horsepower engine. 21.2 is your specific power to weight ratio, so it's pretty good. Top speed is 60 kilometers forward, 20 in reverse. It'll get to 60 on a downhill, but usually on like a straightaway, you're going to average about 45, 50, 50, I don't know, maybe 55 kilometers tops, but it's going to be more around 45, 50. Your traverse speed is 32, so it does turn pretty quick. Concealment is 14.5, which for the size of this, I was kind of surprised it wasn't higher. And it's still really good, but it just, this is kind of a small tank. It doesn't have a big silhouette. But yeah, you get what you get. 382 view range. That's with the crew I have set up on 100%. Well, 105, 116, 116, 116. But they're working on their first cruise skill, and they're at almost 70% on all of them. Signal range is 757. So your view range at 382 still isn't at that magic number of 400, but 382 is not that bad. You can work with it. The setup I have is a gun lane drive and vents, and I also have a wet ammo rack on this because it seemed like I just kept getting ammo racked. It's got to be due to the fact that you have no armor. But before I put that wet ammo rack, literally I was getting ammo racked every match. It didn't matter if they hit me in the side, front. Yeah, I was getting ammo racked every match. As soon as I put that wet ammo rack on there, that seemed to have pretty much quit. I still get ammo racked once in a while, but not like I was. So I highly recommend using a wet ammo rack. I don't really know why I got all premium consumables on here. I'm taking those off considering... Oh, I think we had a clan match in this or something, and that's why I had it set up like that. So we'll take off those big premium consumables. I do leave the premium fire extinguisher on every one of my tanks. Doesn't matter if it's a tank destroyer, artillery, light, medium, heavy, just due to the fact that it knocks your fire rate down 10% right off the top. So if you got like a 20% chance of getting caught on fire, now you're down to 10%. And it's nice not to get caught on fire. It really is. I don't like burning. And also, if you do get caught on fire, this thing automatically pretty much just puts it out. So you'll lose 100 hit points, 45 hit points, 50, whatever. But you're not going to sit there and cook going, oh, I'm on fire, and then tapping the button after you've lost about 500 hit points. So, yeah, I put premium fire extinguishers on everything. That's pretty much about it. And so I will call her quits on this video, and I'll super glue it to the other part of the video, and we'll have one big happy video. So this is Tank and Trucker. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, hit the like button down there. It's down below there. If you didn't like it, hit that like button anyways, just because I'm a super dude. Anyways, this is Tank and Trucker, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Hey everybody, this is Tank and Trucker, and today we're going to do a review kind of slash gameplay of the Skoda T-25. What do we say about it? Well, it's a tier 6. The gun for standard rounds sucks. You've got pretty pitiful penetration with a standard round of 132. So you got to bump up and use premium rounds to give you 185. 185. Let's see if we can talk. 185. The reason that I'm running basically straight premium rounds is this does not have the speed to flank around and get on the backside of somebody and tear them up from the rear. So basically you're stuck shooting from the front, and APCR with 132 pen is not going to pen the front half the tanks you see in this thing. You do see up to tier 8s and like that Super Pershing. What else they got up there? Let's make it so we can weed. T-28, IS-2, KV-3, OI. Most of those from the front with standard rounds you are not going to pen. Plain and simple, ain't gonna happen. So you just pop in the number 2 key, and then you just pound them with premium rounds. I get a couple good shots on this 2801. The nice thing is the velocity on this gun. The rounds leave the barrel pretty fast, so you don't have to you know, lead your target too much to hit them. Now I see. I thought I hit that scorpion, but I just noticed that it, my nose, it just, the round hit to the right and hit the building. Now this gun on average does, you get 3 shots, average damage is 110 per shot. And this is where this clown, this ass clown, just because he's bigger, kept knocking into me, so. You can also see you do get rid of your rounds pretty darn fast. And once you're empty, I believe it was, it's like an 8-second, maybe less, load time to get loaded from empty. Now watch this. 2 shots at a non-moving tank. They miss him, and Cromwell B hit him. Yeah, so I hit those 3 rounds. Oh, this was just a beautiful target here. You can see the 2 side shots penned him no problem. But as soon as he got his front facing me, it just was not going to happen. This is the 3rd time I've gotten this map. Oh, and this OI. Standard rounds would definitely have not gone through this thing. I can guarantee it. So yeah, 6 seconds to reload your three rounds once you use them. So you can pop out, get your 3 rounds off. And you can see 2 out of those 3 rounds didn't pen. So 1 out of 3 rounds pen that time. That T-28 was just saying, shoot me, please. Nah, I couldn't resist. So again, 1 out of 3 penned. Oh, I just want to... So 2 out of 3 rounds penned that time. So yeah, I mean... So that time, 3 out of 3 rounds did not pen. That time, 2 out of 3 rounds penned. And I was able to finish him off. Unfortunately, my medium mission, I need to kill 2 tank destroyers in order to finish that mission. They have to be 1 tier higher than me, which that would have been fine. So I would have had to have killed the Scorpion G. And he was way up there, and there's no way I could have got to him without getting torn up trying to get to him. So that was the first part of the video where we did a pretty good amount of damage. So I'm going to pause it here, and I'll get the other part, and then we'll super glue them together and have one video.